Advisors Toby Barrett of Propeller Studios and Ron Kong, Craft Advocate. Where are you? There you are. There we are. There we are. Beautiful. Thank you, Ron and Toby, for your commitment and for serving as tonight's award presenters, along with Kane Heinzman and Douglas Copeland. A special thank you to the curators of this joint exhibition, Sheila Hall and Ray Hartley. Where are you? There's Ray. That's good. That's good. Who have the daunting task of viewing, selecting, laying out, and highlighting each awardee's work, both as individual artists and also as a collective exhibition. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge Vancouver's amazing arts community and its leadership represented here this evening, all coming together to support the 2023 awardees. Brenda Crabtree. Where are you, Brenda? Brenda. There she is, Brenda Crabtree. Brenda is the past director of Aboriginal programs at Emily Carr University and program advisor to First Nations Art Award. Paul Dangerfield, president and vice chancellor of Capilano University. Are you here, Paul? There he is. I'm not sure. Is Carol Lee here? Is Carol Lee here? There she is, Carol Lee. Hi, Carol. Busy. Chair. Carol is chair of the Chinatown Foundation and BC Achievement board member. Carol Henriquez. You hear Carol? Carol Henriquez. Carol Henriquez. She's co-founder of the Arts Umbrella and past board member of BC Achievement. Paul LaRocque, I spotted him. He's president and CEO of Arts Umbrella. There he is. There you are. Esther Rosenberg, the artistic director of Eastside Cultural Crawl and Community Award alumna. Esther. Good. Mona Edmondson, artistic director of Electra Women's Choir and Community Award alumna. Mona, are you here, Mona? And Scott McIntyre, Canadian publisher and founding board member of the BC Achievement Foundation. Scott McIntyre. He's somewhere. I know he's here. All right, actually.
BC Achievement's partners are vital to the sustainability of its programs. The work we are doing now builds the foundation for future artists, community leaders, and entrepreneurs. And we are grateful to those who support this vibrant community and celebrate the best of our province. Thank you to tonight's event partners who are noted on the screens. TELUS, Denby Fine Arts Services, BC Ferries, The Roundhouse, Global BC, Miss 604, and Stir Magazine. Thank you also to our event sponsors, The Lazy Gourmet, DJ B Fad, Gab Films, photographer Don Craig, Leap Creative, Burkeville Productions, Alex Montez, and Gather PR. And a special shout out and grateful thanks to all of tonight's volunteers, many of whom who are returning, and of course, kudos to the amazing BC Achievement team for your hard work. Rup Kang, Kristen McDougall, and Angela Marston. And please join me in extending a very special thank you to Rup, not only for her leadership directing the Applied Art and Design program, but for also leading the Foundation's communications and for producing 2 of the films that you will see tonight. Thank you, Rup. And last but not least, I would also like to take a moment to thank the Jane Caddick. Where are you, Jane? Jane has led the production for tonight's event, and she has done a marvelous job.
As part of the awardees' recognition, each recipient receives a medallion with an accompanying lapel pin. I'd like to briefly share the meaning behind the medallion as described by its designer, renowned Haida artist and 2007 First Nations Art Award of Distinction recipient Robert Davidson. Incidentally, spoke brilliantly here again at last week's honoring. He said this, the meaning behind the pin: cultural hero, spirited, undaunted, fearless, bold, raising our awareness to a higher understanding. The medallion is presented to all BC Achievement awardees across the 5 programs to be worn with pride. So there it is, worn with pride.
Tonight, we are opening the presentation of the Applied Art and Design Awards with a special film featuring the 3 awardees, Kate, Bridget, and Riley. As part of the Applied Art and Design program, BC Achievement commissions a compilation film recognizing and highlighting the recipients. Through the film, the foundation strives to shine a light on each of their personal and artistic stories. And yes, tonight's awardees are seeing it for the very first time. Kate, Bridget, and Riley, we hope you enjoy your film.
I've always been making. Ever since I was a child, it's what got me through so many things in life, was making.
I think as a kid, so much of what I wanted was to get out of the suburbs and be in the wilderness. It wasn't until I was older, I think, that I realized that what I was actually yearning for was to be more hands-on with materials that come from nature.
I grew up in Marpole in South Vancouver, close to like the clay deposits of the Fraser River. And I got into ceramics quite seriously as a teenager. I was like transitioning out of dance and really attracted to like the physicality of clay.
I've always been interested in working with non-traditional materials, but paired with traditional materials. It sort of actually began as a design challenge. I watched a documentary on plastics, and it was talking about how so many different kinds of plastics aren't recyclable for so many different reasons. But the very next morning, I was squeezing out the last remnants of an eye makeup remover. And I thought, you know, as a design challenge, this is a cool material.
I like designing by prototyping. I like designing by playing. I want to make things by experimenting with material and then see where the material takes me. We have a light fixture called the scatter-gather light fixture. Still feels like pieces of driftwood put together, but hopefully conveys more of a feeling of where this material has been. Stripping away the patina of the ocean and the beach off of the driftwood, but we're actually kind of featuring that patina.
Glaze chemistry is a really big part of my practice, and I'm motivated by researching new material. I have some glazes that are made out of oyster shells that I sourced on Hornby. It becomes a crawl glaze. It kind of reacts like the ocean. It's quite unpredictable and makes my work more about BC and the West Coast.
I would not have believed that years ago. My trajectory was working with plastic and washed ashore plastic. Part of why I started doing these larger works that I tongue-in-cheek call wall jewelry is because the problem isn't getting any smaller. It's now almost impossible to separate the synthetic from the natural world. Small steps make big changes. So if I can go bigger and make more of an impact to try and change as much as I can, just being able to collect on my own island has been really, really great.
The more that I can talk about my work as it relates to a very specific place, the more meaningful it is to people around the world. I found myself working in construction and doing carpentry work in San Francisco, where I started to salvage old Douglas fir timbers out of these Victorian homes that we were doing work on. And my whole art practice showing in galleries was about the forest, and it was about these old timbers from British Columbia. For me, it feels like I've been just kind of like following this material to its natural home.
I find having a public space and interfacing with the public has been really amazing to be like a performance work and creating education around the process. And that brings this much more personal element to the work. As we move into the next phase and I'm returned to a private studio model, I'm definitely aware of the ephemeral nature of the studio here on Main Street. I think it's really important to document this space and what it's meant for myself and other makers. I personally grew up in an environment where people told me it wouldn't be possible to be a working artist, and that has motivated me to pursue this in a way that I want to prove that it's possible.
My favorite days as a kid was a rainy day. I would make these faux Fabergé eggs. My mom, I would go through her jewelry drawer and pick out broken bits of jewelry. And then my dad's basement, I would pick out all these other things and I'd combine them together. And it's really hilarious to look at those now because I'm still doing the exact same thing. They say that what you were doing when you're 8 is what you'll be doing as your profession. And I never, ever would have thought that. So it's kind of funny.
In the words of Bridget Catchpole, small steps make big changes, and what an inspiring impact the three of you are making. Can I please have another round of applause for these amazing humans? Also, I really hope everyone was thinking very hard about what they were doing at 8 years old. The first award presentation is the Judson Beaumont Emerging Artist designation, named in honor of the late Judson Beaumont, who was a one-of-a-kind Vancouver-based furniture designer. The designation celebrates Judson's legacy, talents, and entrepreneurial creativity, known for his enthusiasm, kindness, and generosity. Judson exemplified the meaning of excellence and continues to shine as a model of success and inspires others. A mentor to many aspiring artists and designers, Judson enjoyed sharing his experiences and ideas with students. And a very warm welcome to Kate Beaumont, who is here tonight. It is meaningful for you to be here again. I would like to invite program alumnus Kane Heinzman to the stage to present the 2023 Judson Beaumont Emerging Artist designation. I keep going. And now, please join me in welcoming the 2023 Beaumont Emerging Artist, Kate Metten.
Thank you. Hello. Congratulations to Kate, Bridget, and Riley as well. Okay. All right. Congratulations, Kate, though. That's the reason why I'm up here. It's a great honor for me to present you with this year's Judson Beaumont designation. Kate's pottery is a testament to intuition and muscle memory found within each unique piece. An exceptional commitment and dedication to her craft have made her an emerging artistic force in the world of ceramics. Her journey is characterized by her beautiful, one-of-a-kind ceramics. Kate's vessels, masterfully thrown and intricately glazed, are prized by a growing clientele for their exquisite craftsmanship. Beyond her artistic prowess, Kate's contributions to the cultural economy are also noteworthy. She runs an atelier bridging the gap between artist and audience. Kate's impact on the cultural economy extends beyond her own creations. She conducts workshops, mentors students, and curates exhibitions, providing emerging potters and craftspeople with exposure and opportunities. Her success becomes a legacy by which she passes on her knowledge and passion, inspired by the mentors who guided her own journey. Please join me in congratulating the 2023 Judson Beaumont Emerging Artist, Kate Metten.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm profoundly honored and deeply grateful to receive the Judson Beaumont Emerging Artist Award for Applied Art and Design. I would like to express my sincere thanks to the BC Achievement Foundation for this incredible honor. This award not only acknowledges my personal journey in ceramics, but also highlights the collective impact of the artistic community in shaping our cultural landscape. I'm humbled to be part of a tradition that celebrates creativity, innovation, and transformative power of the arts. Before I begin, I wish to acknowledge that the clay I work with comes from the sacred and bountiful land of the traditional unceded ancestral territories of the First Nations people, whose connection to this earth runs through every grain of clay. Secondly, I'd like to thank the Roundhouse Pottery Studio for being my sanctuary as a teenager. This is where my passion for ceramics was truly ignited. Standing here today, receiving this award that champions applied art and design, it feels like coming full circle, returning to a place that has been instrumental in shaping the artist I've become. I owe a debt of gratitude to my mentors, Heather Dahl and Guylan Gann, and to the fellow artists who played an instrumental role in shaping my path. Their guidance, support, and shared passion for the craft have been invaluable on this journey. It's through collaboration and the exchange of ideas that we as artists continue to evolve and push the boundaries of our chosen mediums. Furthermore, none of this would be possible without the help of my reliable studio assistants and my mother, Anne Marie, whose lifelong dedication to Canadian literary arts served as a role model for me. I accept this award with immense gratitude, knowing that it comes with the responsibility to continue elevating the art form and fostering connections through my creations. Ceramics to me transcends mere objects. The indexical quality of the material encapsulates stories, emotions, and a deep reverence for beauty found in imperfections. Thank you to Dr. Carol Mayer for the nomination and to BC Achievement Foundation for this incredible honor. I'm committed to using this recognition to further push the boundaries of my craft, to infuse every piece with passion, purpose, and to contribute to cultural production in our province. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all the other nominees.
Thank you, and well done, Kate. Can I get another round of applause for Kate? And now, for tonight's second award. Please welcome Program Advisor, longtime friend of BC Achievement, and craft advocate, Ron Kong, to the stage. And now, it is my honor to introduce the next award recipient. Please welcome Bridget Catchpole.
Hello, everyone. Congratulations to the recipients tonight, and congratulations, Bridget. Thank you. A celebrated artist renowned for her contemporary jewelry, Bridget has garnered widespread recognition for her innovative work in the realm of wearable art. With a distinct vision, Bridget stands out as a pioneer in the use of single-use plastics and marine debris. In her work, she addresses critical issues such as material exploitation, consumerism, and climate change. Her recent achievements include Canada Council grants to support her recent body of work, Stages in Healing, a solo exhibition in Montreal, and an artist residency in Athens, Greece. All underscore her contributions to British Columbia's cultural economy. Bridget's work speaks to the human condition, emphasizing the importance of biodiversity and calling for a reevaluation of our relationship with discarded materials. Her creative vision not only celebrates her artistic passion, but is also a powerful reminder of pressing issues facing our world. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Is this a good height? Hello. Okay, hello. This is my table of peeps, so big hand for them. Many know me as a very buoyant person, which is pun intended, because since 2009, I've been collecting marine debris along our coastlines. Better? My life of making, creating, and imagining has helped me through the bad and the good, the ugly and the beautiful, and my art reflects that. As someone once told me after a conversation in my studio about my work, she said, which actually she prefaced with, "I hope I don't offend you." And I thought, oh, here we go, okay. And she said, "Your work is like Five and Dime meets haute couture." And I thought, I'm not offended. Thank you. There have been many obstacles to overcome in my art practice, from starting in Montreal in a tiny closet room, using a creme brulee torch to create a line of jewelry of lockets, to then starting over again in Vancouver, hanging on to my craft by my pinky toe, having 2 jobs, and setting up my studio on a landing of a stairwell. Choosing to have a creative practice is no small feat for anybody, but making a living at it is almost miraculous. So, organizations like the BC Arts Council, the Craft Council of British Columbia, Renee, where are you, Rain? There you are, Rain. And the BC Achievement Foundation is just amazing that you all support our diverse community of artists and culture. I want to mention how important it is for creatives like myself to have accessible and affordable art spaces. I personally know how vital it is to have buildings like the 1000 Parker Street and events like the Eastside Culture Crawl, in order for the general public to see what us artists do behind those closed doors. And now that I live in a rural and more remote place, I truly appreciate public art spaces anywhere and everywhere. It's my life goal, and I encourage everyone to be invested in, as much as your cash flow allows, the Canadian craft economy. Your investment will endorse Canadian artists and artisans for their timeless craft. I also want to thank Noel of Gallery Noel Guillaume in Montreal for his many years of support and tireless dedication to representing Canada globally in the field of contemporary art jewelry. I am truly honored to have met him so many years ago. For those of you who don't know his gallery, Gallery Noel Guillaume, it's linked on my website and you must check it out. I'd like to thank Rochelle Chinnery, who nominated me. She's an incredible interdisciplinary artist and a neighbor on Hornby, and she was the one who kept saying, "This is good, you're gonna get this." You were right, Rochelle. Thank you. And very importantly, I want to express my deep gratitude to the late Sam Carter. I did not have the privilege of meeting him, though I've heard incredible things about him. And his vision and legacy is all around us. And thank you to all of you who will be continuing this incredible platform. And finally, to my life partner, Michelle. Girl! We have been each other's rock and barnacle, and as a friend once told me, the rock and the barnacle, it's sort of I don't know, it's sort of the ebb and flow within a relationship, and it goes something like this. The barnacle needs the rock for security, for support, for home. But why would the rock need the barnacle? For company, of course. So thank you for being my rock and my barnacle. For the past 26 years, I adore you, and your belief in me has kept me going. So thank you, my love.
Thank you, Bridget. I am also the barnacle in my relationship. Presenting our next award is 2010 alumnus and program advisor, Toby Barat of Propeller Studios. And now please join me in welcoming the next 2023 Applied Art and Design awardee, Riley McFerrin.
Great, thank you. Well, it's a real honor to be able to congratulate Riley. I just love his work, it's inspiring. The visionary founder of Hinterland Design, Riley has the ability to transform natural materials into enduring functional pieces of art. For over a decade, Riley has consistently demonstrated his commitment to crafting furniture and lighting that showcases the beauty of natural materials, resulting in aesthetically pleasing, durable works that evolve gracefully. Each piece emerging from Hinterland Design reflects a blend of creative vision, honed craftsmanship, and that's a rare fusion in today's design landscape. Riley's meticulous attention to detail and profound understanding of user experience ensure that pieces not only withstand the test of time, but also enhance the lives of the people that they interact with. Beyond mastering woodworking, he serves as an inspiration to fellow craftsmen and artisans, seamlessly blending artistry, sustainability, and functionality into products that really stand apart in our industry. So please join me in congratulating Riley McFerrin.
I've always wanted to tweak microphones around. All right. Thank you, Toby. I could say much nicer things about Toby's work than he just said about mine, so thank you. Thank you to the foundation for putting this entire program together. And thank you to Sam Carter, who I did not know, but have heard amazing things about, and he seems like he was my kind of guy. So thank you to him for starting this entire program. It's an honor to be included in such a rich history of artists and designers, many of which are out here. It means a lot to be recognized by your peers when you work alone or with a small team of people with your heads down, just working away, making stuff, grinding away, working hard. Always making, always designing, head in hand, creating, always working. It can be lonely at times when you're a self-employed designer, maker, always making. That's the key. I've always been making. As a 5-year-old, slingshots. As a 10-year-old, tree forts. 15-year-old, skate ramps. 20s, making sculptures, going to art school. In my 30s, building homes. And for the last 15 years now, it's been furniture. I've always been making things. I love making things my entire life. But I'm reminded of something I used to say to my kids when they were younger. They'd be maybe having a hard time sharing something with a friend, or jealous of somebody else's stuff, or maybe angry if they had lost something special to them. And I would always say, people are more important than things. I've spent my entire life making objects to the best of my ability, but ultimately, it is people that I want to care about the most. If it's the users of the things that I make, the people that I get to work alongside of, this community of designers and makers here in BC, or even the entire rest of the world that is impacted by the materials and the processes that we use. Always think about people. Sometimes we get lost in the making of the things, so focused. I just want to say thank you to the people who I've worked with, past and present. Elliot, Nolan, thanks fellas. Who have helped me, among others, who have helped me to push out all of the stuff that we make at Hinterland Design. When you're making furniture, it's hard to do on your own, and it's nice to have creatives around you that like the work that they're doing, I hope. Thank you to all the people in this room for supporting this vibrant but fragile design community in this not so easy of a boom town of Vancouver. It's hard to run a small design business in this city, so thank you for supporting us. Lastly, thank you to my wife, Sarah. She's a self-employed, sorry. She's a self-employed creator of amazing children's books who has always supported me as an artist and a designer, while also being a full-time mom and doing basically everything else for our family. Thank you, Sarah.
There. Now I'm going to have hair like that next time round. That's fantastic. It'll have to be next time round, though. The glue, yes, that's right. Okay, bravo and congratulations, Riley, Bridget, and Kate. And now for the Award of Distinction designation. So, whoop-de-doo. Big round of applause. Here he comes. Yeah. In British Columbia, we have exceptional applied artists and designers who, over many years, have distinguished themselves as leaders in their field, who have national and international reputations, successful, creative, entrepreneurs who have combined their talent and skills with passion and determination. These British Columbians have carved out a niche for themselves and helped bring recognition to both their work, the province, and then beyond. Their names are synonymous with distinction, with innovation and creativity. It is these artists who we are honored to recognize with the Award of Distinction designation. And to present this year's award, I invite a renowned artist, author, and close friend of Sam Carter's, Douglas Copeland, to the stage. There you are. You have to do what you're told, Douglas. Yeah, that's right. And by the way, if I do this ceremony again, I'm going to buy some trousers like yours. I'm deeply envious. And now it is my honor to welcome the 2023 Award of Distinction Laureate in Applied Art and Design, Marie Khouri.
Perfect, thank you. Oh, Marie, it's just wonderful. This is like a big night in your life. I just get to be there with you. Born in Egypt and raised in Lebanon, Marie's artistic journey mirrors her personal odyssey, reflecting themes of movement, community, and unity. Her unique immigrant perspective, cultivated during years spent across Europe before settling in Canada, resonates with diverse audiences, fostering a sense of togetherness through sculptural creations. Marie discovered her passion for sculpture in Paris at l'École du Louvre. Marie is created over, my reading issues are based on not having my glasses right now. Sorry, Marie. What are they?
Well, then you have to look down, though.
Oh my God, instant headache. Oh, no. Here. And as if from nowhere come the, okay. Oh my, I missed a whole paragraph. Okay. Marie's created over 25 public artworks worldwide. Her large-scale sculptural work is held in private collections around the globe. She was awarded the L'Ordre National du Mérite in 2021 by the French government. You're a knight, basically. Okay. Marie does beautiful, beautiful stuff. She showed up like this dazzling star, like I don't know, like boom, and suddenly you're here, and you do this crazy stuff, and it's all fantastic. And everyone should have the energy and dedication and drive that you do. And I think there's like a small movie we're going to look at right now. I'll just discreetly move this way.
Everything that comes out of my hands, it's something that has touched me or that has made me think. My work is my storytelling. It's my book. It's my open book. I was born in Egypt, raised in Lebanon. The war broke out when I was 14 years old. My father was assassinated, and we had to flee. And Vancouver was a place that welcomed us. It allowed us to think that we were somebody, we were human, we were taken care of. I spoke 4 languages at the time, so becoming an interpreter was an easy go-to. Sculpture was very different than anything I had done in my life, and truly sitting in a class with a lump of clay in my hand, it was, as we say in French, déclic. It was a moment that I knew that there was a window that was going to open onto something else. I am a true example of a woman that had started at 32 years old, something completely different, and was able to bring it to fruition. What I love mostly about my work is it allows me to have all these different lives within it. I had things in my life, like I'm sure all of us have, that were difficult experiences, and I was never able to put words onto them or to voice. And through my sculpture and through my work, it had become my way of speaking, my therapy. I had a new language to say and to express all of the hollowness, all of the shattering, and all of these things that I have experienced and never had consulted with anyone. Clay is my main material. This is how I started sculpting. And I love it because it is a material that is alive. And a lot of my public arts are really little elements that have been created in clay in the palm of my hand. There's one body of work that I love, a sentence that I had carved in Arabic, دعونا نجلس ونتحدث. Let's sit and talk. And we have right now at the VAG a sentence that reads, I love. So you're not only seeing them, you are touching them and sitting on them. It's brought a little bit of thought, a moment of peace, of tranquility. Achievements and rewards that you get, there's no words basically to explain the feeling that an artist can feel at that particular moment. To be recognized for my work is a very, very big thing for me, because it's simply my curiosity and my need of growth, of challenging myself, that feeds me. So thank you for the recognition.
So bravo, congratulations, Marie. I'd like to invite Marie to say a few words.
Thank you. Well, of course, I'm honored and humbled to receive this recognition.
And before anything, I'd like to take a moment to honor the late Sam Carter. I met him briefly in 2014 when I was an alumni and I got an award, and he truly inspired me greatly, and he continues to shape our artistic community, so thank you. This has grown in a tremendous way since I had known it in 2014, so a great accolade to BC Achievement Award. As you have seen, I don't know if I have a lot to add, but Vancouver welcomed me twice, British Columbia, once as a refugee in very difficult circumstances, with my mother, who's a very courageous woman who took her children behind her, under her wing and brought them to Canada, a country that she believed, being Spanish, that was safe for us and respectful towards humanity. And the second time, that was 19 years ago, when we came by choice with my husband and my 3 children, and I could not have chosen a better place to come to deliver what I wanted to do in this life. I started sculpting late, at 34 years old. And I'm a true example that it's never too late to start anything that you want to set your mind to do. So it's really been a privilege and a grateful experience to be in Canada, in British Columbia, in a place that I now call home, and that has given me wings to be able to do what I wanted to do. So thank you. I wish at moments like this that what could be Doug Copeland to say it in his own words, because he's so efficient in speech, but with my own words, thank you to each and every one that had helped me and brought me to where I am today. Very grateful. Thank you.
Bravo. Thank you, Marie. Now, please join me in welcoming Catherine Wilson, Executive Director of BC Achievement, to the stage for an announcement about the future of this program. Catherine Wilson, here she comes. She is a superwoman. Here she comes.
Thank you, Christopher. And many thanks to you and Aisha for hosting tonight's ceremony, for your constancy and board leadership. What an amazing celebration. Thank you all for joining us. I'd like to acknowledge the support and guidance of the BC Achievement Board, led by Chair Walter Pela. Walter sends his very best to the 2023 awardees and is sorry that he's unable to be here in person this evening, but he will be cheering everyone on from home. And of course, I want to add my personal congratulations to the 2023 awardees. Kate, Bridget, thank you for my necklace, Riley, and Marie. It's wonderful to celebrate each of you and hear your remarkable stories tonight. Welcome to the BC Achievement alumni. Your journey is just beginning with our family. Roop and I visited with Sam this past September, not long after the awardees were selected. We shared your names with Sam, promising him that we would continue to grow and protect this program that he had nurtured for close to 20 years. At the start of this year, a small group of us, a number of whom are in the audience this evening, met to consider the future of the Applied Art and Design program. We all knew that Sam's health was failing, and we wanted to see what we could do collectively to ensure and protect his program's legacy. Sam's extraordinary contributions challenged and changed the conversation around local applied art and design and helped focus an appreciation of functional art within this province's cultural economy. Over the course of a year, we've had numerous exchanges and conversations with this group and other stakeholders, whom we fondly call the Friends of Sam Carter. These friends have helped direct and inform the thinking around the future of BC's applied art and design programming. And one future programming element we are all in agreement on is to name our award in Sam's honor. And so, starting in 2024, it'll be the inaugural year of the Sam Carter Award in Applied Art and Design. We're also keen to share that a campaign will be initiated in concert with the 2024 program, inviting donations to support and ensure the sustainability of the Sam Carter Award in Applied Art and Design. Each one of you is invited to join us, as well as those at home, to be part of this movement and support applied artists and designers, the makers in our province. Conversations around the campaign kickoff have already garnered interest, and the foundation has received donations amounting to $27,500 as of last week. Heartfelt thanks to you early donors. With a goal of $100,000 per year for the next 3, we feel that we are on our way. And how can you donate? Through the BC Achievement website. And know that Roop and I are standing by to answer any questions you may have, and we welcome all conversations. There are 3 simple and compelling reasons to join this movement. At BC Achievement, we understand deeply that recognition is a tool that, number 1, serves as a form of validation for an artist's hard work and creativity. It provides them with a platform and opportunities for further recognition and success. And number 2, recognition builds connective communities. Look at all of us here connecting this evening. And number 3, recognition, in addition to validating the awardees' efforts and uniting communities, generates interest and curiosity about the art world, bringing new audiences to exhibitions and galleries. These 3 reasons underline BC Achievement's mandate to honor excellence, to inspire achievement across all of our programs. By acknowledging and celebrating artists, we can inspire the next generation of creatives and ensure that applied art and design continues to thrive. It's simple. Elevate excellence, share success, and inspire change. Thank you again for joining us. It's now my pleasure to invite one of Sam Carter's students back to the stage. Please join me in welcoming Doug again for the final word.
Thanks, Catherine. So, this is going to be hard. I actually don't know if I can do it.
So, Doug wanted to share a few things about Sam with you tonight, but it's still pretty recent. So I think that maybe we can cut you a bit of a break.
Well, it was, so FYI, Sam died 2 Saturdays ago at 1:54 p.m. in a very good situation, and it was time. And then tonight with Judson.
It's a tough.
So Judd and I, we went through high school together, and we went through art school together. And now they're both gone, and people vanish, and they just do. And so how do you keep things going forward? And the only way to keep things going forward is just to get more people and more people and more people. I was at last year's awards ceremony. This guy won this, and was stained glass, but he said, you know, a few months ago I was just this guy making things in my basement, and now I'm this guy surrounded by people who do what I do. And I think that's part of the magic of the, you know, all the Sam Carter Award now. You do these things, you think you're alone, and you're not alone, and this is what brings us together. We need to keep raising some dough. I don't know who you know out there that has money to donate in Canada. Technically, up to 10% of your income tax you can spend on a charity. No one knows. It's so simple. Why would you give the government money that you could just give to us? So, okay.
Give to the artists.
It's okay. There you go. No. Just to be surrounded by you talented, creative, wonderful people doing these amazing things and paying it forward and forward. It's just such an honor to be here, Catherine. And gosh, miss Sam and Judd. So, okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Good night.
everybody. Thanks, Doug.
You control. You are on it. Thank you. Thank you, Doug. It's tough stuff. It's tough. So, please join me once again in congratulating all the recipients of the Applied Art and Design Award. If I may please ask you all to stand once more and give them a great cheer. That's great. Bravo. Bravo. And thank you again to this evening's presenters. We salute GAB, G-A-B, Films, whose storytelling abilities through the medium of film have elevated our experiences this evening. Bravo, GAB.
We hope you are inspired by tonight's celebrations, and please support the work of BC Achievement. Donate to the campaign establishing the Sam Carter Award Program and the future of applied art and design in BC. And remember to nominate artists from your communities. Scan the QR codes on your tables or on your screen, or go to bcachievement.com/nominate-now.
So, thanks, Aisha. To our guests watching from home, thank you for joining us. And please take the time to create your own dessert chocolate bar with thanks to the Lazy Gourmet. And of course, visit the awardees and view the showcase. On behalf of Walter Paler, who's chairman of the board of BC Achievement, and the entire board, several board members here tonight, along with the BC Achievement team, we recognize them, just outstanding. Imagine this small team putting event after event after event together in such quality and such fun, such beauty. I mean, it's fantastic what you've achieved. Thank you all for being here tonight. Bravo. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.